going today? Lois, my name's Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne N Jazz. Today we have for you Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 movie review.
Yes.
And before we start, please like the video and follow us on our social media in the link in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe. Let's dive on in. Okay.
Get into spoiler territory.
Spoiler territory. We're gonna do a quick non-spoiler review in the beginning. Of course, it's a great movie.
It's a fun movie.
I give it an 8 out of 10. It's a fun movie. You will have a blast. It gets everything you want. They had this certain scene near the end that was just like one shot. They were fighting. If that's what you're coming for, fighting. Rocket's backstory was great and sad.
This movie was basically like the Rocket movie.
Rocket
movie mixed with some Guardians in it. Okay, and it's not even saying that like in a bad way. Like it's a good thing because like I know all of us were kind of wondering like what was up with Rocket's backstory. Why is he a big raccoon that could talk? Yeah. Like in full sentences. And to get into spoiler territory, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Did any of them die, Jazz?
No.
No. Nobody died.
Now, they looked like they were about to.
Couple times. They
teased us.
They almost had us.
And we all thought it was going to be Raccoon that died.
Yeah.
Because of the way that they were...
The way the trailer was playing with shots and he was screaming.
Yeah,
and stuff.
It was making it look like it was Rocket that was going to die, but high key, they were just showing us that it was going to be mainly surrounded around Rocket as far as the story. And
him in the High Evolutionary. Oh my God.
Which high key, if the Jonathan Majors thing don't work out, hear me out. Hear me out.
Hear you out. The High Evolutionary could be.
Get him.
And I thought they had the purple suit. They kind of had the powers. I thought we was gonna get something like the High Evolutionary was a version of Kang.
Walking around and talking and everything like that and yelling. I'm like, you could high key
be a version of Kang.
Be the next Kang.
Yeah.
You know, like it could work. It could work. But I almost cried in this movie, not because this movie was emotional for me or anything like that. It was mainly because I love animals, right?
Jazz loves animals.
Rocket's a big animal, and it showed like how they were doing experiments on him and his friends and all the other animals, and like his first word, like after they did all the experiments to him, was like hurts, and I was I was like, oh Marvel, you done did it. You wanted to make me cry.
Our crowd was like, everybody was like,
Every time I kept seeing their little furry eyes look up at the screen and everything, and they're sad and scared, I was sitting there like I just wanted to come through and be like, come here.
Rescue
them.
Come and rescue
I wanted to get them. So that was the thing that's emotional for me. Other people might not care.
Yeah.
But that's what got me, because humans, I don't care about humans.
You're a huge animal lover.
Yes. So that's.
And the High Evolutionary was, we got the, we got the Rocket raccoons, whole background story with the High Evolutionary experiments. He had his friends, and then he wanted to make the, perfect race society that doesn't have violence and stuff like that, and basically was going to discard him. He had the other experiments.
He wasn't one of the perfect ones.
Floor, teeth.
He has a whole another Earth called Counter Earth that he was placing him at. So that's where all the high evolutionary beings could be. And it literally it was literally just Earth. It was the same thing. It was another Earth.
It was the same thing, but with just like humanoid elephants and other animals.
Other traits to them and stuff like that. So basically, random Adam Warlock just came and he's the one that came and he was trying to retrieve Rocket, but he ended up hurting Rocket, and then that's what made everybody go on this journey to help Rocket.
To Orgro Corp?
I'm not even gonna attempt to say
Orgro Corp.
I'm not even gonna attempt to
get a bypass.
Rocky Balboa was in this movie. Okay, he's one of the people.
He's one of the Ravagers. That's how Gamora got into it. They went to the little heist to get the thing, to bypass the thing. They had to go to Counter Earth. Adam Warlock went to Counter Earth.
Yeah. Because, and this Gamora's mean, which makes sense. It makes sense, and she doesn't like Star-Lord at all.
Yeah, because she hasn't went through the same thing with Volume 1 and Volume 2, so we never had that. Or the Infinity War stuff. Didn't have that.
She doesn't like him through the entire movie, and I'm glad that they didn't have her end up like falling back in love with him, because this one mission wouldn't make her just magically fall in love with Quill. Yeah. Like, that's not realistic, so I'm glad that he didn't do that. But this was also the last Guardians movie.
Directed by James Gunn. Because he's, now he's the new DC head, the head of DC's films and properties and stuff now, so Huh.
Yeah,
it
so
was good
they
though.
all split off. They're gonna have Drax be like a dad to the kids they saved, and have Nebula be like the
head of security for nowhere.
Yeah, head of like security, cap or whatever of like safety there basically.
The new Guardian, the new leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy is Rocket Raccoon. You still got Rocket. You still got a Groot. You still got Alpha Groot, or that's what they call him. I think Alpha Groot.
Yeah,
he's like you thought he was big before. He like a boulder now.
Groot is big now. Quill's sister is going to go figure out what she wants to do.
Yeah, Mantis.
She always did what the Guardians want to do, or whatever Ego wanted to do. So she was like, let me do what I want to do for once. So that's how they kind of like split everybody. Gamora went back to the Ravagers and stuff like that. So that's how they split everyone up. Quill's back on Earth. He's with his grandpa and just chilling.
And one of the post-credit scenes was like him eating cereal with his grandpa. And it was just like everybody in the crowd was like,
no, y'all
okay, like what?
Like it wouldn't have made us mad to sit there for that end credit scene. Not that it was a bad end credit scene, but it's just that for that normal scene to happen after we done sat through like I don't know how long credits.
2 hours.
It's a very long time for credits.
The whole movie. I feel like some parts of the movie been cut. Yeah, I had to go pee.
Like that.
I was like,
we sitting there just watching them eat cereal.
Right, I think something crazy about to happen.
I'm like, come on now. But they said that Star-Lord will come back. Not everybody else. It just says Star-Lord.
Legendary Star-Lord will come back because Dave Bautista, aka Drax,
they don't want
to come back anymore.
Yeah, which is understandable. They want to play new roles and stuff like that. Like Bautista wants to take on more serious roles as he did like a Knock at the Cabin. That was good.
Knock at the Cabin was
good. He was in that.
He did a good job
he doesn't want to be like The Rock and everything like that. So, which I get.
So we're gonna get something in the future. It's just so saddening to see like the legacy characters go. But I mean, we gotta out with the old, in with the new.
Yeah, but the thing is, like when we're going out with the old, it kind of feels like a saddened, like departure, because like the new ones that are coming in, not that they're bad, it's just that I don't care about y'all.
You had like a decade plus to like journey with these characters and their story, and then the great conclusion of Endgame. Yeah, that's why we didn't do a review of what was it, Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania, because it was like I was like, don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. This is the review right here. Don't be a dick. I was sitting there like, yo, they really taking these characters in the comics that are like about that life, and then just don't be a dick. Like,
stupid.
I know not everything in the MCU has to be funny or a joke. We got
That's
them
why
times.
DC doing so well.
I'm ready for the Flash. I'm ready for the Flash.
Yeah,
because the MCU did that thing in this movie too, where they had the little jokey areas where
see, it works for Guardians.
Because that's how it is.
That's what Guardians is. They're goofy but they like still do stuff at the same time, so that works. But like not when it's like a serious moment.
That's what people didn't like about Thor: Love and Thunder. It was too goofy at some point.
Like I'm not even threatened by Thor.
I get it when they was with the Guardians,
and I'm not scared.
Right, when he was with the Guardians, I get it. That's how they kind of are. But after they left, it was kind of like, all right, bro, like let's get serious.
Let's get some serious stuff.
Yeah, let's get some serious.
But yeah. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did enjoy it now.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, and I highly recommend go seeing it. It's a fun movie. I love it, and and that was our review.
Yeah.
We haven't done one in a while.
I know. Because we didn't care that much.
I ain't gonna lie. Ant-Man and the Quantumania, I was like, I love Jonathan Majors and I loved him as Kang, but I feel like they didn't even do enough with his powers in that movie. I feel like it should have been like, yo, King is killing.
Yeah, like how this villain was like in.
Yeah, he kind of was like.
Felt like how King should have been.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Just, I don't know.
Anyway.
That's why I was like, hey, hit that boy up.
Hit that boy up. We might have changed. That's the fake King, and he just stab him, and then he have a high evolutionary, because he's still alive, high key.
Yeah, because
he's still alive.
Raccoon
he said, because they're the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, and I don't know what that means, but so he don't kill. Anyway, comment below. That's what you think.
Don't forget to like
subscribe,
and share.
Deuces.